Hey everyone, welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thanks for joining me. This week's featured lesson is an old-time fiddle tune called Over the Waterfall in the key of D. Now this is a nice, I'd say pretty fiddle tune, and it's really fun to play. And what I like about it is it's just a little bit different than kind of your traditional old-time tunes. Just has one little, tweak in it, or one little different thing about it, and that is it goes to the 7th chord, or the C chord, in the A part. And that creates a little bit different atmosphere and different feeling. It kind of steps out of that traditional sound just a little bit, right? To kind of create some space. And I really like the way, just that how it sounds, how it feels when I'm playing it. So it's a fun tune to check out. And also in this lesson, I go over the position, a really common D-shaped position. So you can see that. That's a D-shape, a little bit of a stretch. I don't use my pinky up here for this tune, but for this lesson. And I just talk about this shape, how to play it, kind of the scale. It's just a really common thing that I like to use in other fiddle tunes, and just good to know in guitar land in general. But I talk about this shape and how I kind of approached this arrangement, how I drew my ideas from it. And what we're doing, we're going to use this position for much of the tune, okay? So it's a really good one to know. You can apply it to a lot of others. It might be a little different at first to kind of play D chord like this, but I promise it's worth it. So yeah, if you'd like to check out purchasing the full-length version, is this just a preview here? You click the link above or below, and it will shoot you on over to my website. And there you can purchase that. It'll come with about 35 to 40 minutes of video, PDF tabs, and 4 backing tracks. Now, my speeds of backing tracks don't get up all that fast, just because I don't like to play this particular style of fiddle tune too like blazing fast. I think this is more of like a groovy fiddle tune, something that I like to express the melody really well, maybe work on my tone, and again, play, pretty, play it really nice. That's the kind of, I think, like this song and like St. Anne's Reel, kind of in that same ballpark of style of fiddle tunes. So yeah, not too blazing fast for this one. It's cool for others, no doubt, but I like to really bring the melody forward here. So anyway, and if you really like the way I teach and approach learning, and you like my song selection, you can check out being a member at my site. I have over 240 lessons available, and I come out with one each week. And you can check out, for a yearly or monthly fee, you can access my whole library instantly, So if it's something you think I'm a good fit for you as an instructor, might be something to your benefit. So for now, we're going to start walking through this lesson a little bit, give you an idea how it's going to go, bring the camera on in, and start walking through Over the Waterfall in the key of D. Thanks for watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and start breaking down Over the Waterfall here in the key of D. And I'm going to play the first couple measures, and then I'll break it down. Again, the markings on the bottom of the staff are pick directions. Any numbers on top of the staff will be left-hand fingerings. And I'm also going to talk about this D shape that we'll be using, not your typical D shape, for this tune as well. So I'm going to play the first few, and then we'll get right into it. And then I'll talk about the scale as well, or the position or shape. So here's the first couple. So we got starts on beat 4. So those first three markings our quarter note rests. And so it'll be like 1, 2, 3. Two again, go. Triple it. Alright, so right there, again, the first couple notes is a pickup on beat 4. And my second finger is on the 3rd fret of the B, okay? So, and then I pluck the high E string open. So that's the pickup. 4 and then the 2nd fret of the high E, quarter note, and then 5th fret of the high E, quarter note. Now you notice I'm using my first finger in the 2nd fret, and then my pinky is grabbing the 5th fret. Okay? 1, 2. So those first two are 8th notes, of course. They're beamed together. And then here is just stems by itself, so they're quarter notes. And then now I have a triplet. Okay, I have 2, 3, 2. It's hammer to 3, pull off to 2. So 3 notes with 1 pluck. So I pluck, hammer, pull. Okay, 2, 3, 2. Pluck, hammer, pull. Now for triplet, the timing is triplet. We're getting 3 notes in 1 beat. Triplet, strawberry, bicycle. Okay? Maybe you're used to that. If you do a lot of my lessons, I do a lot of triplets, especially in these fiddle tunes like this, because the violin or the fiddle will often do such moves, and that works really well in the key of D for a lot of fiddle tunes. So triplet, then open E, 2nd fret E, and I'm going to hammer into the 3rd fret E. And make sure you're using 1 and 2 here with your fingers. Okay? Then high E, 3rd fret, 4th fret G, 2, 4 hammer here on the G, and then 3rd fret B, high E. Okay? From the 2nd measure, go. Triple it, hammer. Now that hammer might be a little tricky because you're hammering on a downbeat, and we do want to emphasize that downbeat. So I want to give a little accent on that when I hammer. And that might be tough to do. So if that is a problem or kind of difficult, you can just pluck it and it'd be a downstroke. You know what I mean? You can, anytime there's hammer-ons and pull-offs, you can replace them with pick directions. You know what I mean? You can, is it a down or an up, or you just got to figure out what it is, but you can always replace it with a pick. Most of the time. I'm trying to think of an instance when there wouldn't be, but for the most part, anytime you have a hammer-on or pull-off, you can always replace it. But I'm going to play all 3 of those measures in context now. 2, 3. Triple it. And you notice too, my left hand is not moving much. It's staying above the strings it needs to, and in some instances, staying put until I come back to it. Like my first finger stays down here, because I know I'm going to go back to that note right away. I'm not lifting. Keeping it down because I'm gonna go back to it, and right here I keep this finger down until I come back to that string, and I still keep it down, and go back to it again. So a couple times, ready, go. Now I might have lifted off there in the 3rd fret because I wanted to separate the sound, But sometimes I will keep it down, but at least that, I will for surely keep it right above that string. Yeah, I might have clipped it off the first time, but then the second time I kept it on there for the third time. Again, that note on the 3rd fret of the B, it happens 3 times in the last measure. 1, 2, 3.